What's up with it, world? We back with another one kind of like the other one. This is Big Headed Table Talk. I am your co-host with the most, your player partner, Busy Mac, and the handicap assassin. And you already know my other brother.
Hey, what's poppin' with it, world? It's your boy Big Gotti. Thank y'all for rocking with us on another one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because it lets you know when we drop, man. And on today's episode, I actually want to start it off with that man Deon Sanders, man.
Facts.
So, man, Colorado State finally lost, man. I want to get your opinion on this, P.
Yeah, man, they lost to my Ducks this past week, and I was really looking up for the Colorado and new with Deon and everything going on.
Yeah.
But like you said, he had finally met a new Pac-10 team, really met his match, man, and they got shut out. Really,
they got shut out for 3 quarters. I don't know if they scored in the fourth. I think it was the fourth, right?
Yeah, man, a little too late though.
A little too late, man. It was, and it was looking nasty for him. The quarterback got sacked, I think 6 or 7 times.
Well, they was making them look like a HBCU team or whatever. Like, it was looking bad, like, for sure. Shout out Deon and everybody. They came good, but like you said, they didn't have the cornerback, Travis Hunter, but I don't think it would have made any difference. Like,
no, I don't think. You know what the problem is on that team? I think it's the offensive line. You got to protect the quarterback. If you're not going to protect the quarterback, then everything else is out.
No, for sure, because Oregon's quarterback was showing out.
Yeah, he was showing out, but he had a lot of good. I watched his guards pull with him on one play.
No, you ain't lying.
Yeah, they pulled with him, then he just took off.
Protection's everything.
They was watching him, and Deon Sanders, man, he didn't seem too let down by it. He was just like, man, a lot of people were saying like they needed to lose to humble themselves because they got that YouTube channel.
No, yeah, for sure, and everybody's saying this. This ain't Hollywood, and they look good on camera, but once get us on the field, yeah, all that shit goes out the window. So yeah, big up to Colorado. Shout out Oregon State, man. Yeah, they really did that. They put that through the test.
Hey, you know what's kind of crazy? You don't even hear about the HBCUs no more.
No, for sure not. And that's the only time you would hear about them was with Deon and all that, and all that money. I didn't ever think he would leave the HBCUs behind, but like he said, that money talks. He took his whole team from the HBCU, took it all the way to 95 new players. Took them all to Colorado.
He did. He took most of the players from there, right?
Yep.
From Mississippi.
His own team, like 95 of them.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that a winning team is a winning team. I can't get mad at what.
Yeah, and you can't win them all, like you said. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose eventually.
So, what do you think? Them going up against stiffer competition. Do you think they got a chance?
I don't know, because like you said, they're in Pac-10 now, and I don't think Colorado has, like you said, seen that much action.
I think last year they had a very bad losing season.
They haven't seen that much action in a while, so that's all new to their team. But hopefully they can keep that shit rolling and keep them in the Pac-10. You know what I mean? Up in that same division. But they got a lot of this next week they're playing USC, and that's not even better than Oregon Ducks. So it's like he got the shit cut out for him, but Deon, he got this. He made it this far. He just got to roll with the punches, really.
Yeah, and that all-star coaching staff that he brought in, he brought a lot of.
Yeah, he took people from all over the team.
They should be straight. But if I was Deon, I'd be trying to get a new offensive line. That's it. Because without no offensive line, bro, they ain't gonna go nowhere.
And he's not even sure if his son's gonna be there next year or anything, because his son's like almost about to be graduating. So he don't know if he's going to the NFL or what.
They said he did that so his son could be first pick.
And that sounds about right. I would do that too. Like if I had the chance to get my son into a Pac-10.
Now, what I want to say though is I want to give my opinion on this. I feel like he throws the ball like too slow. I don't really feel like it's all on the offensive line, to be honest. It's like 70% offensive line, but he takes a long time to find the receiver, to scan the field.
No, that sounds about right. He's been learning a lot from like Tom Brady and shit.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady does like to sit in the pocket and just, choose wisely. So that
because you notice the Oregon quarterback, he did not do that.
Nah,
bro.
He moved around, got that shit out of there.
Out of there quick, like it wasn't.
He was making, like you said, looking like a HBCU team, and that shit wasn't looking good.
Yeah, because to me he looked way better than their whole team. The quarterback just by itself, he was just.
Nah, he did. He was running around Colorado for sure.
Seriously. What else you got up for us,
Pete? Man, we're gonna switch gears into the NFL with some NFL news. We got your boy Aaron Rodgers, man, coming off that injury. The first game first snap. I mean, I don't even know if it's the first snap, but it was his first game as the Jets, and he said he got like pulled a hamstring muscle, and they're trying to say it's from the turf and all this shit. But I seen him get up, stand on his own 2 feet, and then sit back down after he looked at the time on the clock. And it just, some shit ain't sitting right with me, man. How you feel about that?
What do you mean? Like you saying that he's faking it?
Yeah, like it looked fake. Like if you tore your hamstring, you wouldn't be able to get up and stand up on your own 2 feet, and then look over, wait a couple seconds, and then sit down at like just exact same time, like 9/11, a bunch of weird shit, bro, inside this shit. Like,
yeah, and to me, they be like doing shit like that to lose the games and win the games because they be betting on them. Like, and that's what I found out about like most of the players, whether it be NBA, whether it be NFL, like they betting 9 times out of 10 behind the scenes. They be having like agents and shit, bro. And it's weird that they get away with this type of shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, and it's getting way too clear. Like, I don't know if shit's planned out or scripted or what, but shit's getting more weird and weird as we go.
Yeah, like these false injuries and these like, cause if he did stand up, if he did what you said, bro, that's kind of out of pocket. You feel me? They don't pay him to play around with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, and it's like you said, it's like way too coincidental. Like too much weird shit's happening.
Yeah, that shit it has been happening. Like teams that's look like they throwing the fucking what you say, like throwing the whole games. Boxers look like they throwing fights.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to say like games are scripted and there's like magnets in the football and gloves, all types of shit, man. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about that and how y'all feel. Y'all know anything about that shit for real?
I think that shit's true, bro. What you saying?
Cause that shit is not cool. Like playing with us.
I feel like most of this shit is scripted and most of it's about money. So if there's a way that they can, you know, bottom line, make some money off of something, or you know, like we was talking about the fights. Remember how we was talking about the fights? If there's a way they can make a trilogy instead of just fighting once,
nah, you ain't lying.
Nigga, they gonna make the money. You know what I'm saying? They gonna all agree.
They're trying to say like it's planned out, like some WWE type wrestling type.
That's
shit.
what I think.
And when I found out all that shit was scripted, I stopped liking wrestling as much. But I'm still a fan. But it's like you said, I can't take it serious no more. Like,
nah.
I grew up into that real era, like blood and shit like that. Like all this extra. It's always been like you said, some type scripted, but it's like.
Yeah, it's always been scripted,
too clear. Like that shit's corny as fuck. And if the football's gonna get like that, I can't even condone it, man.
They gonna start making a spectacle out the shit, man. That's the crazy part about it. But yeah, whatever, man. But
in other football news, man, we're gonna wrap this football shit up real quick. We got your boy Trey Lance. They just traded Trey Lance from the Niners to the Dallas Cowboys because the Niners couldn't want to give him a starting position or a backup. You know what I mean? He was trying to they were trying to make it out of him and Purdy, but Purdy was one, so he was still second string. But now he got sent to the Cowboys
which is a good look for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we got a better pick, but he's still like third string when he goes to the Cowboys. So you think that's like that didn't make no difference, really? Like,
I mean, if he goes to the Cowboys, at least the Cowboys got if somebody get hurt, at least you know you got a good a third string quarterback. But I don't know, dude should have just.
Yeah, I was hurt when they sent Trey Lance to Cowboys. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like maybe he didn't want to accept the offer though. Maybe the money wasn't right.
Yeah, he didn't want to be he would have been the same shit at the Niners, but I'm saying
same money though.
Yeah.
Okay, so the money didn't change.
Nah, and he went down lower. Like,
no, that's good.
He probably got a little bit better, but now he's third string instead of second string.
But he might have a better chance in Dallas to play. You know what I'm saying? They kind of different over there, man. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like mix up their plays a little differently, and we'll see how it goes for him. though. You know, he's a good
and you
player.
know, like you said, the shit could be scripted. Like what you said, what's name could get hurt again or whatever. But he's not trying to give his spot up. Dak Prescott, I heard, like,
yeah.
So he's trying to stay up there as long as he can, man. But shout out Trey Lance and all that.
Facts, man.
Best of luck in that situation, P.
For real, man. You know what I want to bring up though next, man? That man Jay Diggs. So
Jay Diggs
made an appearance on No Jumper, P.
Yeah, I seen a little bit of that.
So he's basically addressing a lot of the things the Whack 100 said about him. One is there's two things that I'm gonna get into. So the first thing is Whack 100 said that he had Mac Dre killed, right? So he addressed it. He let
there's so much rumors going around.
I mean, what's your opinion? Because we know Mac Dre. I mean, we've been listening to it. What's your opinion on that? Do you feel like J Diggs had something to do with it?
I don't think he has something to do with it, but I think he knows, you know what I'm saying, what happened and shit.
Yeah.
Because some reason he wasn't there that night and all types of crazy weird shit.
I mean, that's true.
Speculations and accusations. Like,
but he basically said, he didn't have his best friend killed. Mac Dre was his best friend. He also said they went a different way, so people think like they had a problem because they went with Mac Mall at first before Mac Dre. So people are saying like he was on Mac Mall's side more than Mac Dre's side. But like he said, why would I have my best friend killed? First of all, that's number one.
Yeah, people put anything just for some clickbait for sure.
Yeah, he was like, at number two, it just don't make no sense how, all this shit happened and I still go back to my hood. People would have been on this and killed me. They both from the Crest, right in Vallejo. So when I listened to him say that, I said, something, he could be right though. The streets talk.
For sure.
The streets definitely talk. So if you do something stupid, bro, people gonna find out, bro. Especially, sloppy how they did it on the freeway and all that shit. But I mean, I think Fat Tone is the one that has something to do with it, and that's why Mac Minister.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got their man. They already got who they wanted. I mean, I don't know.
They're just trying to drag it on, like you said, to drag J Diggs through the dirt because he's still living off Mac Dre's name. What do you want him to do? You know what I mean, he's trying to keep Mac Dre alive.
Facts.
You can't help people that don't want to help themselves. Talking about Mac Dre's daughter and all types of shit. Like,
it's almost like loyalty, bro. He's so loyal to that man, you can't even really be mad at him.
But I see a lot where they're coming from too, like just using Mac Dre's to try to keep your name irrelevant and shit.
I understand.
Like you said, that's some real nigga shit. Just even keeping his name going.
Now,
and he knew what type of nigga Mac Dre really was.
Yeah, so Wack 100 also been saying that basically that what the fuck the dude name?
J Diggs.
Yeah, J Diggs. Excuse me, J Diggs killed his son for insurance money. So
yeah, that's some sick shit to even talk like that.
And that's what I was thinking in my head. Like, why the fuck would you say that, Wack, if you don't have no proof? And then J Diggs came on there and said he died from a seizure.
Yeah, he died from he was drinking
lean,
and like you said, died in his sleep or whatever.
But this nigga J Diggs, I seen him on the show before, and he explained this all. And for Wack 100 to go on, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, he did the show with him and Adam. And for him to ever fucking go on there and say some shit like, oh well, he killed his son for insurance money and shit like that. And then he said, man, how the fuck I get insurance money? My son was young. I didn't even have insurance on him. Where's he getting this information? So it makes me start to think about like Wack 100, bruh. What the fuck is going on, bro? You sound like you just be making up lies.
Nah, and that happens to him a lot. Like, he's always being messy in people's business, like talking shit about people. And then when it comes back around, like, he don't want to, catch nobody's fade. He's just trying to backtrack on everything he says. Like,
he should catch the fade though, because
I'm getting tired of Wack. He's a big ass troll for sure.
Well, and if you want to keep lying, like, you know what I'm saying, the shit gets out of control, and I don't know, people are starting not to believe the shit.
I'll never believe Wack because he's always been like he said. He's always been weird, little rat motherfucker.
Yeah, so that shit ain't looking good. But at least J Diggs got on there. He cleared the situation up. You know what I mean? He let everybody know that this is that and that's this. You know what I mean? So people stop.
But he's always being messy. Like when they always try to air out him or catch the fade, he's always, you know what I'm saying, backtracking. I want to see that fade with him and J Diggs for sure. Like,
they need to have the fade.
Facts, that's mandatory. Like,
but J Diggs said, I'm not letting it go until I punch on his face.
And that's facts. Talking about my son, talking about my mom, all types of shit. Like,
yeah, talking about his mama a bitch and all kinds of shit. You can't be doing shit like that.
Yeah, I don't respect Wack at all.
Nah, because you know what it is, bro. When two men get into an argument, the last thing you want to do is bring anybody else into it. You know what I mean? You should just handle it like a man. And the fact that he even would stoop to that level is just ridiculous, bro. Like, but I mean, some people. Well, like, I will reference J Diggs again. J Diggs did say, like, Wack get paid by doing this, talking into this mic.
Yeah.
And he was like, people that motherfucking talking to these mics, sometimes everything they say to other people is just fact. They don't even go fact check it or nothing. They just listen to it and then be like, it's fact. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I'm glad he cleared that shit up because he had me thinking for a second, right? Wack had me thinking that J Diggs killed his son for the insurance money. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
Nah, and he does that. He makes you believe a lot of shit.
The way he be saying it, bro, like he be fucking
like he got the facts and shit. But I don't know. Like you said, all this shit's allegedly, but I didn't hear that shit, so I can't say too much about it. But
yeah, Jay Diggs said he had to fly his son from Vegas to Vallejo when he died, and then he had to pay for a funeral. Also, he didn't even have insurance. So how the fuck did he get insurance? So it made sense to me.
It's just like Whack 100 knows how to get rise out of people. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's buttons to press and shit.
Nah, for real though, he do, and that's what he doing.
And that's all he does is, you know what I'm saying, try to come at people with all this fucking what's that shit? Fake, whatever the shit.
Fake news, like
Yeah.
well, he'll start
Cloud chasing that shit.
and he'll start saying something and he might start believing it. Like he one of them type of people. Like he starts saying so much lies that he start believing his own lie, nigga.
Yeah, while we're on Whack, I was watching this other thing. It was with him and Adam, and they was talking about the 4KT shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he was trying to say that shit's not a gang because it's like a branch off of the blood gangs and shit. So he was trying in his life to say that it's not a gang, it's an organization, or it's was just his promote team or whatever. Like,
so 4KT is not a gang? Or
he's trying to say it's not a gang, but Adam had all the facts saying it was a gang, and he was just trying to argue. Saying,
and what does that mean? Do you know?
Yeah, it's for NBA YoungBoy or some shit, for Cantrell or something. But
and that's a subset off the blood.
Yeah, some stupid shit, and he's just trying to save it just because he knows it's a gang, and like it's like he picks and chooses what he wants to argue about and shit.
That shit's weird, bro.
Yeah, I don't like Whack, man.
Nah, that shit weird, bro. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like
he always been something fishy about that fool since back in the days.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just, like I said, I think that if he don't like you, he'll start making up lies, and then like at a certain point, the nigga start believing his own lie.
No, you see how he moves? He fucking signs 6ix9ine, signs Blueface, signs all these. You know what
I mean? Blueface is a good sign.
Publicity type shit.
But Blueface is a good sign. You know what I'm saying? But 6ix9ine. You know, and Kodak Black and all that shit, that whole situation, how that shit went down, how he tried to defend it.
Kodak Black's better than Blueface for sure. And
no, I'm not saying skill wise. I'm just saying like when he was trying to defend Kodak Black for doing the song with 6ix9ine, and just because he dissed him on the song.
Nah, he defends him because he's doing the same shit, taking all these rats in and all types of shit. But
because he says the streets are dead, which I do agree with that.
Because they killed the streets by ratting and shit.
Because if you look under. No disrespect, man, but if you look under Real Boston Richie's comments, right? All of his comments is fucking people saying, I guess snitching don't mean nothing no more. I guess snitches can still make me. I guess snitches can still get put out a video.
Getting way too frequent nowadays.
It is, and I mean, if dude hood rocking with him, I mean, I guess that's all that matters. You know.
Nah, they just got the money to protect their rat ass. That's all.
But Whack 100, he said he said it himself. He said, "Man, like I got to do business," which I agree with him on that point. Like I got to do business. I can't worry about if this man telling or this man la la la. But
so what if someone just shoot what was up and just tightens their whole shit up?
I look at it as what if he tell on you, Whack?
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. Like you know,
and Whack's just like a bully and shit. That's why I can't fuck with him really.
Yeah, I look at it like. It's 50-50, like it's business, but what happens if he tells on you, Pop?
Just run that fade with Jay Diggs, man.
Right, just run that fade. Matter of fact, get that shit out the way, because you was saying shit about his mama, his kid, and
saying some foul shit for sure.
Yeah, what else you got to
disrespect it?
Real talk.
We gonna keep it rolling, man. We got Remy Ma's alleged battle rapper boyfriend that she cheated on with Papoose.
She cheat? Well, shit.
Yeah, Papoose. Yeah, Papoose done held her down for what, like 7-10 years while she was locked up.
That's a cold female, man.
And she gonna cheat with the help. One of the little battle rapper dudes. She paid like a visit on one of the battle raps this past weekend and shit.
Yeah.
And they was using punchlines about her and Papoose and shit, saying I never beef with the girl because I still got the girl, and something like some crazy shit. Like they was taking shots, man.
Yeah, I feel like she wrong for cheating on him. You feel me? I mean, she could have, like, girls, they can keep their legs closed. You feel me? And I feel like when you stoop down to that level, man, it's making yourself look like less of a woman, you know?
That's exactly what she did, for sure.
You don't need to really be giving yourself to nobody like that, you know? It's like, at a certain point, you got to hold Papoose down because he held you down.
That's the principles.
Right. And how long was she in jail, you said?
For at least 10 years, for sure.
So all those years she was in jail, right? Dude,
he said he visited her every day, too.
Nah, he probably did. That dude's a loyal dude.
That's what I'm saying.
You see it in his face. He a loyal dude. But, I mean, like, she should give him that same common courtesy, man, you know? And there's a lot of girls that think they're entitled to more than what they should have, right? Or they feel like they could always level up and do better, right? Like, that girl, Remy Ma, right? She probably thinks she could do better than Papoose, right? So she like, I'm gonna go cheat on him. But that ain't the first time.
That's
just
crazy.
the first time she got caught. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
And she is way too bad for, you know what I mean? Like,
don't do that, though. What do you mean? Just because she's pretty, you telling me she needs to be with another guy?
No, I'm saying, like, you better lock her ass up because she gonna get, them niggas is gonna be on her for sure.
But he shouldn't have to lock her up. She should be a woman.
She was locked up for 10 and that shouldn't do nothing.
No, I'm not saying, I'm saying like lock her up, like keep her in the house away from all the guys. Like
That's probably maybe why too. You never know. They probably, cause like you said.
What you mean?
I didn't see her start wilding out until, you know what I mean, she started getting outside with the battle rappers and shit.
Yeah, that's...
But they got into a fight already, like, a couple of months ago over this shit. Papoose beat the dude up, and then she still went back to the dude, like...
Well, I mean, that sounds like Papoose might have not been doing what Papoose
That's what I'm saying. He
doing,
must have been doing something wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole different, you know...
This is a rapper, Easy the Block Captain.
Easy the Block Captain?
Yeah.
Well, I mean... He knocked down Remy Ma. Fuck it.
For real, he got a trophy.
But I don't know, Papoose. I know he feel like, fuck, man, I held her down all those years. Put money on her books.
For nothing, straight homewrecker shit.
They got a kid too, right?
Yeah, like 2, I think, or something.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, man, my condolences. Shout out to Papoose and all that.
Hey, you know what's weird, bro? I see a lot of women.
Remy Ma and all that.
I see a lot of women willing to throw away.
Facts, it's been happening a lot.
A lot, right?
A lot.
It's a lot of women willing to just throw away everything.
They can have it all, and they still want, you know what I mean, more.
Yeah.
Or less, or however the fuck you want.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because Papoose is a big name, so.
No, that's facts.
But
and I would have never thought they would have broke up into, like, out of everybody, because a lot of people's breaking up. What's her name? Jeezy just divorced with that Asian lady.
Yeah.
She would always be talking crazy.
But they said they had different family.
No, you could tell. You see how she acts, bro? Like,
she's hella fucking pushy.
Aggressive as fuck. Like,
yeah, I already know.
Making me feel less of a man, just like you said, talking crazy. Like, he probably had to deal with that shit every day.
Yeah. But she could be cocky. Like, remember we was talking about some things on the phone? She could be cocky. Like, these type of girls, like, she got her own money. She on her own show. She do all kind of shit. She has a reason to be cocky, but you can't be like a nothing female and be out here trying to be cocky. You got some girls out here in these streets these days that they don't have nothing going for themselves.
I think they're the baddest bitch in the world,
but they think they're the baddest bitch in the world and want to be cocky. Like, come on, don't do that. You feel me? But like, that girl could be cocky. She probably want things a certain way in her house, right? And maybe he ain't conforming to that, you know?
Nah, the way she talks is, like you said, it's belittling. I can't have that every day. Like, it was only, like you said, a matter of time for that. I seen it. Because I used to watch her by herself, and I was like, damn, she's, like you said, aggressive. Like,
she is aggressive. She is aggressive. Like a hood rat.
And to be Jeezy trying to, like, tame that shit is like, nah, like, he don't even want to waste the time. So she must have did something, like, cheated on him or something, for sure.
I don't probably think
why would he apply for divorce and shit then?
Because like you said, it's certain things like he want. It's probably a way that he wanted, and some
bitches be real.
Her way.
Some women are too manly, like, for sure.
Too aggressive.
Yeah,
that's a lot of problems with a lot of females. They want to be the boy. They want to be a boy. They want to act like they could talk to you anyway, or they could make little comments under their breath, and a guy's supposed to take that. Now you have a certain select male that, like, out there that'll take this type of stuff, and they think that you're them, but you're not. Like, they gotta get the shit in the right boxes.
Yeah, I see that too much, and then they ended up getting beat up by the dude because they're talking all crazy, and now it's
facts. Then they get beat up, and it's always a big ass deal because he beat you up. But come on, man. At the end of the day, man, women should be women. You know, you don't need to be a fucking boy.
Yeah, it's cool to have, like you're saying, your talents and shit, but you don't want to be a man for sure. No.
Yeah, it's cool to have an opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can have an opinion, you can say what you want to say, whatever, but you don't like talk behind a man's back, or you don't make comments or sneak this. It just,
yeah, you guys are on a way higher pedestal than men. Like, you need to own to that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to me, every woman that's what do you call that? What do you call the word? A woman that, I'm not gonna say bows down to her man, but
Submissive.
Perfect. Every woman that's submissive to her man usually goes far. Like, marriage is years and years and years. They got new this, new that.
Yeah, that girl Jeannie, she was probably making Jeezy.
She's probably not submissive.
Nah, she's probably making Jeezy.
I'm glad you said that word.
Being less than the man. She's probably trying to punk him and shit. Like,
nah, facts.
That nigga's the most hardest in the streets. Like,
he's just like, I'm not finna do what you saying, type of shit. But shit goes like this sometimes, man. People go through problems, man. I wish them the best.
Hope you get through that, man.
Seriously,
condolences to all that.
Yeah, but you don't want to bring up next. I actually want to. I want to ask you, did you see that live with Krayshawn Rock when she was talking about Blueface was mad because she didn't sign to MILF Music Group with his baby mama, and that
fuckery continues.
Yeah, and then I guess she sent him a picture because their baby had a hernia, and he put the baby's penis.
Oh my god, bro! Seriously?
He posted it or some shit.
What'd you say the baby's name was?
Krayshawn Rock Jr.
Damn.
Yeah, he also wanted her to change the name, and she wouldn't change it.
I thought it was named Jonathan or something Jr. But damn, that's even. Damn, poor kid. That's.
I mean, what would you feel like? First of all, let me ask you the first question. So, do you feel like him posting his kid's penis online is bad and all that shit, showing the hernia or whatever?
Oh no, I was doing some research and I heard, like you said, oh no, he said he got hacked or some shit, but I don't know. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Speak for that shit. I wouldn't. That's out of there.
Yeah, and another thing, because I feel like, man, if he got hacked, he got hacked, but any personal pictures of your baby having a hernia and shit, that shit just shouldn't be up there. You feel me? Like, that's personal.
Nah, like. And the kids have to deal with this shit when they get older, like a bunch of crazy shit.
So I'm saying, like, you should be more responsible as a parent. Don't even do that.
And I seen some other video where it was Blueface's kid, his older son, telling Blueface that he didn't want him to take him to school. He wanted to run to school,
right,
by himself. He's like, I don't want you to take me to school. I'd rather run. I just want to get there. Oh, like, it was sad the way he was saying it. Like, and it's just sad that these little kids are growing up in their parents' shadows and all that shit's, you know what I mean? Yeah. Too bright. The shadows are too bright for these kids sometimes. Like, they don't need to be in that shit. Kardashians kids, you know what I mean? They're all over the internet and shit. Like, that shit ain't cute. Like, wear makeup and all types of shit. Like, shit is not cute. I don't know what they're aiming at, but it's sickening.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's cute. And when Jada and Blueface was on live one time, right? She was like, he ain't ever really here. He's only here like one time out of the week, or he tries to get here and takes the kids. Like, she was making a lot of excuses for the fact that
kids are innocent as fuck, and the people are just over there sexualizing them 24/7, all types of crazy shit.
Yeah, but she was basically trying to what you call that, like cover up the fact that he ain't there really for his kid. And
you see that too. Like, he only wants to be there. Yeah, you can see that in the camera. Yeah, in the videos too. Like,
yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, he could be mad though because she named the fucking kid Krayshawn Rock Jr. You feel me? So
no, that's just a whole nother crazy situation.
Krayshawn Rock Jr., man, but
and it's the kids that got to deal with all this shit. Like,
not facts though, but I mean, it is what it is. I just want to get your take. I didn't know if you seen it or not, but it was.
Yeah, it's just sickening, man.
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing with them is all toxic, and I feel like they're teaching girls and guys how to not get along.
And the toxicity's rubbing out on the parents and the kids. You see how the kids be throwing fits inside the stores, all types of shit. Like,
yeah, I feel like that shit is not what people need to see though.
No, for sure. And people thrive on that shit nowadays.
That's all they want to see, but it is not what people need to see. But what else you got up for us, P?
Man, we just here trying to keep the truth alive, man. That's all I could do. That's all I got, really.
Okay. Well, I want to bring up my last one, actually. So there's a YouTuber. Basically, he's going to like different prisons and he's talking to people with life without parole.
Yeah, shout out to him for real.
Right, and I want to get your opinion. Like, there's a lot of juveniles in prison, right? They got life without parole.
Free the homies.
And I want to know, do you feel like that's right?
I'm a person that where if you know what I'm saying, you do that shit, you gotta reap the consequences of what you know what I'm saying, your actions for sure. And a lot of those kids, like you said, did their crimes when they were juveniles and shit, and they just grew up in the system and shit. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like really, it's hard because like you said, some of them knew what they were doing, but some of them really didn't. You know what I mean? Like, just jumping off the porch and letting shit go, jumping into shit they didn't have no reason being around in. But it's like, then they got to sit in there for, like you said, parole for the rest of their life just because some one bad, stupid ass decision. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck. It really isn't fair, but it's like, how you gonna learn? Some people are barely getting out from 30 years ago, you know what I mean? And don't know what the fuck to do in life. Like,
I think that, my personal opinion about that is like, I think that every sentence, every crime should have a sentence.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should give a person life without the possibility of parole. Now, this is why I say this. There should either be a sentence or the death penalty, right? But for the taxpayers to spend money to house inmates for the rest of their life, it's really a waste of our money when we could be using that money to help homeless.
But I'm saying all that money that we're wasting, you could put that into like, what's that shit? Social development, giving them trades and shit. You know what I mean?
Giving prisoners trades?
Yeah, at least so they're not in there killing each other and wanting to come out and just kill more people. You know what I mean? Get them something to look forward to or something type of.
But if we're giving,
because they're wasting a lot of our money anyways.
If we're giving a person, say somebody killed someone when they're 16.
I'm talking about rehabilitation type shit.
No, I understand what you're saying. There is no rehabilitation in prison. You're sitting in a cell 23 hours.
Exactly.
Most of the time on
That's
a
what I'm saying. And all that money they're talking about.
But no, because I was wondering the reason why I wanted, because it was a lot of debates on the show and shit. But the reason why I asked you is because I want to know your opinion, and I also was thinking like if a person kills someone when they were 16 and they got tried as an adult, right? Should that not be a 50-year sentence flat, like, and that's it, or a death penalty for the severity of what they did? Like, some people will stab somebody with a knife 40 times, right?
Yeah.
And they'll get life without parole. There was a guy in there, he stabbed somebody 40 times with a knife.
So that was premeditated type.
Right.
Shit.
So with things like that, I feel like it should be an eye for an eye. Like, I feel like
shit like that for sure.
He should die because it'll teach these youngsters these days that you can't just do shit like that. Because a lot of people will kill good people, right?
Facts.
But certain other things, now let me say this though. Certain other things, like he was selling drugs, you know what I mean? Like robberies when no one was hurt. You know how people get life for shit like that too. Of course,
but some states, like you said, they get 30 years for a joint type shit. Like,
yeah, I think that those type of things, like if he robbed 10 stores when he was 16, I don't think he should have life without parole. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He should have some rehabilitation.
Well, he should have a sentence like, all right, we're gonna give you 40 years,
25 at least for sure.
I mean, 25 is not.
You said armed robbery, he didn't kill nobody?
But I said 10 of them. 10 armed robberies.
Yeah, fuck. That's way more. That's a lot of years.
It is. But I think that they should get 40 years, something like that. Because if you're 16, you get out when you're 56, you learned your lesson at that point. But some of these people, they're just taking away their whole lives. And it's like I always talk about my nigga, man, Banks, right? When you do a crime that's heinous, right, you have to be held accountable for it.
Facts.
But I don't think that you should be, sitting in prison for the rest of your life, because I know that when I talk to them and talk to a couple people that I know that got life without parole, they be really saying like, I'd rather die
And you ain't lying either.
than stay here for the rest of my life.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, the streets is one beast, but the inside of the prisons and jails, that's a whole nother beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't even better out there and there. Like, it's like kind of neck and neck, but you just get to move around more freely out here. And there it's more structured, and it's like.
And in prison, to be honest, when you're in prison, bro, it's just like I said, man, usually on a 4-yard, how they run them these days.
Nothing to lose and shit.
You just sitting inside your cell. It's like you got all your little TV, you got your little crock pot, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got your little thing where you can fry on your bunk, you know, and some people got cell phones, right? But you just in there, blood, like, and it just seems like such a waste of money to house a lot of murderers, you know? I don't understand if it says an eye for an eye in the Bible and shit like that. I don't understand why we don't, you know?
Nah, man, like you said, no rehabilitation. So they just get out and want to do the same shit. Their patients are like this because they're just coming out of, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you should ever let a murderer out of jail? Because there's a lot of murderers that get out of jail.
That's what I was saying. Like,
but do you feel like you should ever let a person that murders someone get out of jail?
They need to go through the rehabilitation to make sure they could live with society and not have those same ass crazy thoughts they was having. You know what I mean? Like, if not, then, and there's, like you said, there's no mental institution, so it's like they just throw them out to the streets, really.
In my opinion, I feel like you said, it needs to be a lot of rehabilitation steps before you can let them out.
For sure.
I feel like if you did it at a young age and it wasn't premeditated, or if it was almost like sprung up on you and you had to defend yourself, but you still got charged with murder, then I feel like you should get another chance.
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Everybody deserves a second chance. It depends on your crime. Like, some people don't.
But I'll say this too, and I'm not going to use no one's name. There's some people that's in jail, if they would have just told the truth about what happened, they wouldn't even be there. Like, for instance, I'm not talking about snitching. I'm talking about, like, in some situations, somebody was doing something to you.
Yeah.
And you had to defend yourself. And some people don't tell it like that. They don't want to say nothing because they don't want to seem like snitch, because they're part of certain gangs.
Nah, that probably happens a lot, for sure.
Yeah. And I would think that, when it comes to fighting for your life, no matter what gang you from, if there was something that led up to the event that made that happen.
Nah, I seen this. Yeah, I seen this story, Mexican OT. You know Mexican OT?
Yes, sir.
He was saying his boy was sitting there and someone tried to rob him, and he ended up shooting the people that robbed him and won the case and everything. Boom.
Yeah. I seen a person, there's a person from Lodi. It was a dude, I don't want to lie and say his name because I was about to try to say his name, but dude from Lodi, basically he was inside of an apartment complex. Somebody came over there to buy some weed from him. The first dude walked up, he was in pod 6 with me. First dude walked up, it seemed like regular, and then the other dudes came from the back. Apartment complexes got two ways you can.
Yeah.
And the nigga ran from behind the stairs, or ran from around the corner behind the stairs way, and he said he ran up on him, and that nigga just reacted and popped that dude first. You feel me? Or popped the other two dudes first.
And that happens a lot too.
But he killed, I think, 2 people, and he beat the case. It was crazy. But I mean, if you do something like that, but you know what the thing is about him too? He told the truth. But he was a paisa, but he told the truth. He didn't
sugarcoat shit. He told him what happened, like you said.
Yeah, a lot of people can't do that though because it would seem like snitching in the paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know.
You don't have to use no names to tell the truth, man.
Yeah, but that's all I got up for this week, P.
Yeah, me too. That was some good shit though.
Hell yeah, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us on another one, man. It's your boy Big Gotti.
It's your boy BZ Mac and the handicap assassin.
Yeah, sure. And until the next one, man, y'all stay safe out there. And don't forget to like and subscribe, man.
Run that shit up.
Let's go.